So the most common device to measure vibrations is accelerometers, and nowadays you have accelerometers in smartphones. And so now what I'm going to demonstrate is that with this simple smartphone it's possible to measure the vibration of an object and have an idea of the resonant frequency. So the goal here is to determine what is the natural frequency of this empty ice cream box. So a first idea of this natural frequency can be obtained by knocking on the box and by hearing the sound. But of course, if you're not a musician, you don't really have an idea of what is the frequency of that sound that we hear. So what I can do is then use my smartphone with a specific app, and I'm going to put the smartphone on the box, and it's going to measure the vibrations and do a fast Fourier transform to extract the frequencies. Let's look at that. So the application is called accelerometer meter, and I'm now going to put it on the box, and what you see is that I have different options, and the first one I'm going to look at is graph. And so graph allows you to see the time domain signals of the three accelerometers. So if I'm now knocking on the box, you clearly see the impulse response of this box. Now I can go then to the Fourier domain by looking at spectrum. So if I go back and I click on spectrum and continue, now it's going to do the fast Fourier transform in real time. So now it's just measuring the ambient vibration, but since it's on the box, if I knock here, you see clearly now some peaks appearing here at the left. So I'm measuring here X, Y and Z. If I want to focus only on Z, which is the out of plane direction, you see clearly this peak here that is around 25-30 Hertz. And there are several natural frequencies, and depending on where I knock on the box, some are more or less present. So as you see, this is a very handy tool to get an idea of the natural frequency of an object with your simple smartphone.